Good evening. It is Sunday, 10:03 p.m. Zach Gilday here for this update. We're in between shows here. We have KNWA broadcast coming up after Sunday Night Football, so I'm going to be doing this live until about when that game ends. So we got to go on and do that KNWA newscast, but doing this live because the forecast is just jam packed. There is a lot going on, and as we kick off the week, we're going to see some up kicks in that fire danger. We've been talking about it a lot the past couple weeks, and with the lack of rain, with the dry air, and with those winds, we're going to be seeing the wildfire danger going way up. So here's what we are looking at right now. Just hot off the press earlier today, extreme wildfire danger has been issued for all of Northwest Arkansas. So definitely have to take these warnings seriously. These fires can spread quickly. We got the official wording. I can look that up for you because it's not every day where you see wildfire danger in the extreme, especially in Northwest Arkansas. Tomorrow, those winds they're going to be quite strong. That relative humidity is going to be low, and when we see the extreme, the official wording is the fires start quickly, spread furiously, burn intensely. Every fire started has the potential to become large. Expect extreme erratic behavior. So the past couple of weeks, we've been seeing those grass fires popping up. That um, fire in Rogers, that was a big deal. And tomorrow, the winds they're going to be noticeable. So let's just take you through some graphics here, just in case you missed the Fox 24 News at 9. I did a deep dive in all this during that show, and later on tonight, after the Sunday Night Football game, I'm going to be doing another deep dive on all the wildfire threats. But you can see Arkansas either in the high or the extreme wildfire danger. Pretty much all of our counties have that burn ban in effect, and here's why we have the extreme wildfire danger. Let me get me off the screen there. So the droughts, you can see it, that left panel. We've got the D3 extreme droughts included for portions of Northwest Arkansas. Those wind gusts, you can see some reds in Northwest Arkansas. That's 30, maybe even upwards of 40 miles per hour tomorrow for those wind gusts. And relative humidity, that is going to be quite low. You might have noticed if you got chapped lips, if you're got some dry skin, it's because the air is pretty dry. And actually, right now, the dew points aren't too low, but they are going to be dropping. And if you step outside right now, you might notice the winds picking up because tonight those winds are really going to start to ramp up, and I'll show you why in a little bit. But here is a stat for you. So drought climatology, we're looking at Drake Field, 33 days without measurable rain. Fifth driest stretch on record. Most consecutive days, 47 back in late 1955 to early 1956. So definitely it is dry. And here's a little future track showing these winds. Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday is going to be quite windy. So the fire weather will be a big concern, but there are some chances for some rain moving in midweek, and that's going to mitigate the wildfire threat. So here are the headlines. Again, we got record heat along with the fire danger expected for Monday. Then Monday and Tuesday, dangerous fire weather will be seen, extreme wildfire danger. Widespread rain with cooler temperatures will follow the record heat and the dangerous fire weather. But that will not come without chances for severe weather. So this is why I'm doing this update here. The forecast is quite active, more active than it's been in a while. Here's a view for you. Here's Rogers, Walmart Amphitheater. No concerts right now. Would be nice though. 66. Notice how that south breeze starting to increase. And by daybreak tomorrow, it's going to be quite windy. Here's Fort Smith, 60s across the area. It's not going to cool down all that much tonight because the winds are going to start to increase, and there are a few clouds out there too. So again, tonight we're going to be staying mild, 50s and 60s for those lows. Check out tomorrow afternoon, mid 80s. That's Northwest Arkansas. River Valley, going to be in the 90s. So we are expecting some record heat tomorrow for sure. Again, we're in late October. We should be in the upper 60s. So Diana, I think you just might have jumped on. I just went over all the wildfire risks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop back around and then touch upon those again because that is the most time sensitive issue in this forecast for us. And Brenda's wondering about the severe weather outline. I'll show you that too, because we got a day 4, which is I was pretty surprised when I saw that day 4. So here's what's happening right now overhead. Here's a current satellite radar loop. Let's expand the view. Notice how that orange line that I drew over the central plains there, that's some low pressure ahead of the Rocky Mountains. So as we got low pressure big system across the northwest, as that moves towards us, we're going to see some lee troughing across on the right side of the Rocky Mountains. And with that, with the high pressure over the mid-Atlantic states, that pressure gradient, that is going to give us some gusty winds. And that's is why it's going to be really windy tomorrow with the dry air. Here's the pattern change. Upper level flow, jet stream comes down south. Notice how those lines are pretty close together. That's a tight pressure gradient. So what that means is that the winds are going to be stronger in that area. And that will send it a cold front, putting us in southwest flow, allowing for some energy to move in. And people have been asking about the rain. Where's the rain? Here it is. We got some rain expected in the next 7 days. So the map shows maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4 inches of rain. Now, again, this is the forecast. It's going to change. So we're going to keep a close eye on that one. But here's the European model showing Wednesday. Rain is looking likely Wednesday into Thursday morning there. And then even after that, the forecast stays active. So getting questions about specific areas. Keep in mind, Kimberly, we're a couple days out, and pinpointing these storms is going to be a bit tricky. But we are expecting widespread rain coming up here with that threat for severe weather. And here it is. So this is day 4 outlook. So this is mainly for Wednesday evening into Thursday morning here. So that outline right there means some severe weather is going to be a possibility. And that includes pretty much the whole forecast area. Again, this will change too. Tomorrow, we're going to see what the Storm Prediction Center does with this risk. And we're going to be watching that for sure. But here's a model showing through Saturday, rainfall totals maybe 2 to 3 inches. Here's the American model, maybe 2 to 3 inches again. So I think pretty good consensus. We're going to be seeing some rain coming up here, some measurable rain, putting an end to that streak at Drake Field. Now, what we got tonight? Again, notice how the winds, they're going to be picking up. South breeze, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Stays mild tonight. Tomorrow, record heat. I would probably bank on the record heat tomorrow. Mid-80s, upwards of around 90. But sometimes if the winds are too strong, it kind of mitigates heating kind of. But there will be warm air ushered in from the south. But when we have the breezes, sometimes it doesn't warm up quite as high as what we would think. But check out this. Here's a 7-day. This took me a while. A lot going on here, so gonna leave it on there for a while. So we got Monday and Tuesday. Gonna be windy. It's gonna be dry. Maybe seeing the record highs tomorrow. Forecasting 86. The record 84. I think that's gonna be broken for Northwest Arkansas. Tuesday, not quite the record, but still quite warm for this time of year. And then we're going to be seeing Wednesday into Thursday. That is where we have the rain likely with a chance of severe weather with a cold front that will cool us down. But the rain is definitely likely. We got Halloween in there on Thursday. Again, we're a couple days out, but notice how I put AM. I think there will be a break in the action Thursday evening. And then Friday morning, a little bit chilly. That's November 1st. Got some active weather hanging on. Throwing in a Razorback versus Ole Miss in there. Saturday, kickoff 11 a.m. Should be nice for that game, but again, we can't rule out a shower or storm because we're going to be in a pretty active pattern. Believe it or not, we turn the clocks backwards Saturday into Sunday. So we're going to gain an hour of sleep, which is always good. But what's not good is that we're going to be seeing the sun set a little earlier, which I believe it was a nice sunset. We could probably check out some sunsets from one of our time lapse cameras because I was looking um, at the skyline, and it was past sunset, and it looked pretty. It looked lit up with some clouds moving in from the west. Diana's saying it rains on October 31st. It always rains on October 31st. I say it every year. Well, then you're right again, because I would bank on rain for October 31st, but mainly in the morning. So I think by the afternoon should be good. Trace, how severe are y'all thinking? Well, you're just checking the comments. It is going to recover a couple days out. Again, there's going to be a lot of moisture. There's going to be a cold front. There's going to be a forcing for storms to happen. But the front's going to be moving pretty quickly. And we're going to have to see. It's all timing with that. If we get some rain before the main frontal push comes in, that's going to mitigate the severe storm threat. But again, I think it's going to be more Wednesday into early Thursday morning, maybe even an overnight deal for that severe storm threat. Becky, looks like we will go summer to winter. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good observation there, because 86, shouldn't be that warm this time of year. Here's another 7-day. River Valley. Halloween still same day. Yeah, we're gonna see that fire weather tomorrow at 90 degrees for that high. That's pretty hot. Gonna be windy. Again, fire weather a big concern. Rain likely in the River Valley. Again, we could see some severe storms. November 1st stays active, and there it is. So I told Diana that I would go back to the beginning and look at this wildfire danger. So let me do that. One click of the button. Okay, 2 clicks. There it is. So this was just issued earlier during the evening here. So this is wildfire danger graphic. Notice how we got the red in there. That is top of the scale extreme, and that's our forecast area. That's the northwest corner of Arkansas we're looking at. Burn bans in effect for pretty much every single county, and pretty much all of Arkansas is going to be dealing with the wildfire dangers. And we've been seeing them pop up. We've been seeing the grassland fires pop up. That big fire up there in Rogers, that was noteworthy. And again, here's why we have the wildfire threats. So we've got the drought. We know that. Wind gusts. Today they were light. Tomorrow they're going to be upwards of 30, 40 miles per hour. That it hasn't been that windy for a long time. So tomorrow you're going to notice that breeze. Relative humidity is going to be dry. Good combination for that wildfire risk. Check this stat out. 33 days without rain at Drakefield. 5th driest stretch on record. So yeah, Trace praying for rain, but no severe weather. Yeah, we sure do need the rain. Fayetteville Drakefield is 8.5 inches below where we should be for this time of year. Yeah, Diana, fire is scary. I saw a guy burning leaves in Springdale. I think people in the county think they can burn a. Yeah, and there's some pretty serious consequences if you violate the burn bans, and we're going to talk more about those, I'm sure, tonight after the Cowboys-Niners game, which I'm looking at right now, and Cowboys are down 10. Any Cowboys fans, feel free to chime in about that. But yeah. So yeah, that was a clicker. So how about let's check out that sunset earlier, because I think it might have been nice. Stand by on that. I hope it was nice. Here's Lincoln. Yeah, I had it zoomed in, so then I zoomed out, and then those clouds might have been a little bit too thick at on the end there. So let me just go in here and do something. Let me edit this. Start that 5 p.m. and go to about 8 p.m. 8:30. All right. See how it looks. Oh yeah, see those clouds were a little bit too thick at the end there, and that's why it wasn't as good as it could have been. No, Brandon, it's not going to rain tonight, but it will Wednesday night. I think you can probably bank on that. Yeah, it could have been better. We've seen some better ones. After that time change, I hope stay daylight at 7 p.m. Oh, by 7 p.m. it's going to be dark. Because keep in mind, we're turning the clocks backwards. So right now the sun sets at 6:30. Once we turn the clocks backwards, the sun will set at 5:30. Actually, 6:24 was at sunset. And yeah, that time change that was on that jam-packed 7 day, and I gotta get a new clicker. Hold on. Here's that time change. Saturday to Sunday. Yep. So there it is. On the day or the day before is the Ole Miss Arkansas game. So hopefully we can get that win, and then we get an extra hour to celebrate it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yep. So we got the 7 day here. So tomorrow's Monday. The next weekend, this weekend, turn those clocks backwards. Do you guys like doing that or no? I kind of like getting the hour, but I just don't like the sun setting earlier. Kind of like daylight savings time, but who knows? I guess the sun rises pretty late. So if I was getting up early, I wouldn't like that. Nope, Trace doesn't like it. I'm in agreement. So Cowboy game, 4 minutes left, and that's we're going to be going on the KNWA show after that game. Oh, we got Alex on here. Alex, severe weather season is, or secondary severe weather season is about to settle in. Got that storm risk Wednesday into Thursday. But nope, leave home when it's dark and get home when it's dark. Yeah, that's just kind of depressing, honestly. A little bit of sunlight is good for the soul. I know you get used to one change, then it just changes again. Okay, here's a question. We need the rain, but no severe weather. I don't like walking in the dark. What time should I go for a walk around the neighborhood in the evening? Well, you're probably not going to want to be going for a walk Wednesday evening because there's going to be some rain. And again, Sunday, that sunset is going to be probably 5:15 ish, maybe. So that's when it's going to start getting dark. I don't like walking in the dark either. But a nice evening stroll when the sun is setting is always nice. Yeah, this system definitely looks to mean business. Only thing lacking will be Cape. Yeah, definitely a massive storm system. You can see it already. Yeah. Specific question. How is Saturday 9 a.m. to 1:30? You're probably asking about that Razorback game. Well, I mean, that's keep in mind, Dave, that's really far out. And here's why that question is hard to answer. So here's the big picture. We got the jet stream map. We can see that trough across the desert southwest moving across the United States. And here's why it's going to be so windy. The pressure gradient is going to get pretty tight. That difference in pressure is going to cause the winds to really ramp up Monday and Tuesday. And here's that system coming in. We know this system will push in a cold front. That's why we're pretty confident in saying rain for Wednesday and Thursday. But then beyond that, notice how we stay in this southwest flow aloft, allowing for energy from the Baja region. You know how we always say Baja blast, potential for some Baja blasts as we go into the into the weekend there. So you're asking you're asking Saturday morning. Definitely will be a chance, but again, I can't guarantee anything at this point in time. Let's see what the models show. Again, the models that far out are not going to be very accurate. Well, the European model has some rain in the area, but yeah, Alex was saying, yeah, may need some Baja blasts after the upcoming pattern. Yeah. Okay. How long do you think this storm will last? Get the crystal ball out. Well, Diana, we don't have a crystal ball, but we got something better. Anybody want to guess what that is? While I get it out, if I can find it. That's it. We got the 8 ball, and it's been proven to be quite accurate. Um, so we should probably ask it a question. What was your question? How long do you think the storm will last? All right. So big question is it going to rain for trick or treating? We know we got this storm system coming in Wednesday into Thursday. We want it out of here for trick or treating. Let's ask it that. So, shaking the 8 ball. Will this storm system be out of here by Halloween? Signs point to yes. So, keep that in the back of your mind. I think the 8 ball it might be onto something. Because if you take it back to here, again, Wednesday, we got that front coming in, and it looks to be out of there. High pressure building in behind that front. I think that's it. But we're still in southwest flow. So that leaves the door open for some more chances for precipitation and storms. Oh yeah. Ask it if there will be severe weather. Okay. I'll see what it does. Will there be severe weather with this system? So better not tell you now. I would agree with the 8 ball. I don't want to say yes or no either. But I'll tell you what though, we do have a day 4. So there is that chance of severe weather with this system Wednesday into Thursday. Um, there it is. Zooming in. Have you started on the winter outlook yet? Ask 8 ball if we will. It's about that time of year. Yeah, pretty soon we're gonna have that. Ask 8 ball if we will have above average snowfall. That's a good question. Will we have above average snowfall this year? Oh, it says without a doubt. So yeah, I think we will. Okay, what does a day 4 mean? So, we have the Outlook Storm Prediction Center. So we have a 15% probability of having severe weather within a point. That's what this yellow area means, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. Yeah. 15% probability within 25 miles of a certain point. So this is for Wednesday and Thursday. Now tomorrow, Trace, will be a day 3, and then we can outline it as far as, the marginal, slight, enhanced, moderate, or the high. And then we can break it down like on that. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to chime in. Again, we got fire weather tomorrow. It's going to be a big concern. And then we have the cool down, the rain, and the severe storm threat. But that's what a day 4 is. All right. Here's a big picture. Got that system off to the northwest. Stationary boundary south of us. Let's see what those dew points are now. Because this game is still going on. Cowboys come back. Looks like. Maybe not. Yeah, 50s, so it's not all that dry yet. But let's see what happens coming up here. Yeah, so dew points in the 50s forecast, but the thing is, it's going to be quite warm tomorrow, even hot. So the air is still going to be pretty dry. Forecast. Here we go. See how we're dropping down tomorrow? 40%, 30% relative humidity. That's because it's going to be so warm. Record highs are possible. Here's a question. When is it going to start raining on Wednesday? Well, I think afternoon, but mainly evening, overnight. Again, we're still a couple days out, but here it is. Tomorrow's highs. Tomorrow's going to be a warm day, back in the 90s for some. Devin, do you feel that Virginia will get a flood with all this? I haven't really looked at that. Virginia. Are you out there in Virginia, or you got some family out there? Yeah, 7-day rainfall forecast for Virginia. Not a whole lot expected here for you, but there is across the upper Midwest, Great Lakes area, down into Texas. And we do need the rain for sure. Check this out. Here's the drought. Pretty dry. Now, is this system going to get rid of the drought? No. Because Fayetteville, Drake Field, 8.5 inches below average for that rain. And I think we could get maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 inches of rain with this. But then beyond that, the forecast looks to stay active too. Ready? Jason out there in San Diego need the rain too? Yeah. It's been dry. For sure. So here's that pattern. That system coming in. This will bring that rain, that dip in that jet stream, bringing in that cold front, southwest flow. That will bring some energy in. But the question is timing. Really hard to predict timing with this because the models are not good at it, especially being this far out. Not many weather sensors out there in the Gulf of Mexico or Pacific, Eastern Pacific for that. And again, notice how we're still in southwest flow heading into next week. And that's a system. Look at that. Even becomes cut off. Now, if that becomes cut off, then we'll probably not see a lot of rain. But if it gets picked up in that jet stream, which it might do, then we're going to see a lot more rain. So next couple weeks definitely looks active. Um, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. We have a show coming on after the football game, Cowboys 49ers on NBC. We're gonna be diving into that. Yeah, here's a good comment. We can end with this. Critical angles are pretty decent. Again, just missing the cape, thankfully. So a few ingredients. We need to have all the ingredients to have a big deal here. For now at least. Yeah. It could change. Moisture return doesn't look to be too impressive. I know a lot of folks still have fears from May. Yeah. Um, just be prepared, have a plan in place. Yeah, so I think we're gonna end it on that. We got the show coming up here pretty quickly, and if you want more details on this, feel free to tune in to KNWA for news after the game. And until then, we'll probably update you tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff will be back in tomorrow. Till then, have a great night and stay safe.